What's going on, you guys? It's Vergil, and in this one we have the 7th anniversary part 3, a little bit less than a week away. So we are going to be analyzing and predicting what the part 3 banners will look like, or banner. You know, typically we do only get one ultra banner for the part 3, but in this one things might actually change up, right? This is the super anniversary special. It's the most anticipated, the biggest updates, the biggest changes, and you know, based on what we have received already and what we still have yet to receive in terms and in comparison to the previous celebrations, you know, that's everything we're going to be covering in this video. So before we do dive into it, make sure to drop a like and do comment down below. Who do you guys want to see and who do you guys think we will see? So two different things for you guys to comment down there. I'm actually curious. We'll be reading through those, but first and foremost, you guys know Fenyo, one of the artists for dblegends, is notorious for dropping arts all the time. So whether that has a relation to the banners that do drop, you know, it's been plenty of times where he's dropped arts and then banners that have dropped. And, you know, there's plenty of times that it just didn't have a correlation at all. This man's just drawing whatever the heck he wants. But funny enough, we did just get this Frieza versus Goku. Out of all the arts that he does typically release, I don't think I see plenty of the Namek Saga or Super Saiyan Goku versus Frieza in this fashion at all. So there's a couple of things to indicate here. Frieza Saga, why would this even be a thing? We did just get a Frieza Zenkai. So this is a huge hint for the part 3 in some shape or form, because it has nothing to do with Saiyan Saga part 2. So we also got a new awakened equipment specifically catered to Frieza Force. So it needs to be ran with another Frieza Force battle member right now. Of course, the Saiyan Saga Vegeta has a Frieza Force tag, but the only other true option he has to run alongside him is a new Frieza. I mean, you could say Nappa as well, but who is really running Nappa right now? You know, that is a pretty big hint right there. Like, what Frieza Force units, unless they're dropping some Ginyu Force type beat for an ultra, it doesn't make any sense, right? It feels clear as day at this point. The first and the most likely pick at this point, it's looking to be Frieza versus Goku. And you guys know this already. They can't drop a powerful opponent, major celebration character alone. It just would not generate enough hype and or sells. I think a general scheme, right? This is not to downplay any hype of the villains. Frieza is actually one of my favorite characters, so I'm genuinely extremely excited to see a new ultra variant for him. We are going to be going stupid. Frieza is one of my favorite characters, but for an objective standpoint, Frieza alone or even with a Goku is a bit questionable. I need to know what you guys think about that as well. So I'm a little bit not concerned, because I didn't even think Saiyan Saga was going to be for the part 2. It wasn't even in my radar. Nothing like that. And then boom, we got Saiyan Saga Goku and Vegeta, and it has been a smash hit so far. I know it's been carried a little bit by the update, the changes, the PvP mechanics and stuff like that, but nonetheless, the characters are hella fun. They're insanely good, and as long as the ultras can spice up the meta, powerful opponents, Super Saiyan, stuff like that, and then even coexist together on a Namek Saga setup, it's going to be very nice. But yes, my first prediction here is we will be receiving either a Super Saiyan Goku, so of unique ideas here. So this is a really good kind of concept that he came up with. So we're either going to have a double ultra, which is the most likely scenario here, where we'll get a Super Saiyan or a transforming Super Saiyan Namek Goku, and we'll get a transforming full power Frieza. Both ultras, both first transforming. And you know, I know a lot of you guys, something in the community where even like Ryuden was talking about the potential of a double ultra, the free-to-play comp. I don't know why people are so against I get it, dude. You don't need to summon on these banners, or you might not have enough crystals for these banners, but it's like, it's a gacha game. More content, more hype, bigger celebration, etc. Right? We did just get 2, and then super anniversary. There is nothing that has really set this celebration apart outside of the, you know, obviously the overhaul and the PvP battle system. Those are some really great stuff. We're still behind on like Zenkai, Platinum equipment. The content, it still feels very either flatline or even underperforming at this point. So I hope they juice up banger part 3, the biggest we've ever seen here. Even a double ultra would be ideal, just in terms of hype and spicing up the meta nonetheless. So double ultra is most likely and preferred in my opinion. Ultra LF, that is another candidate right there. It has been talked about for some time whether they're going to make a one character not only be an ultra rarity unit, but also have a legendary finish animation. Could be kind of peak with this Namek Goku. just saying, bringing back the roots, right? So we have the pinnacle of power, Goku, Vegeta. We have the ultimate rivals from the iconic, the classic Saiyan saga. And then we have the first ever Super Saiyan iconic rivalry in this sense as well, with Goku and Frieza. Ultra LF, let me know what you guys would prefer, double Ultra, Ultra LF. And then I think the finale one is the least likely, but it would also snap here. So the first ever Ultra, I guess this is a tag switch Ultra, but game originals, keep in mind, we have not had a new game originals in a very long time, and they've kind of been pumping out the Shallot story, doing stuff with Shallots. Was there any other Legends original content? I'm not even sure, but I don't think so. But Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta from Namek, anything to relate to this Namek saga is ideal. I think these three would all be a smash hit in my personal opinion. I said it before, Frieza I do not think can be released as a solo character, and you guys seen it here. Goku is not on Frieza Force, so that equip would not apply to him. But, you know, Frieza is a powerful opponent character. He's Frieza Force. The Zenkai and the equipment would kind of relate to a new Frieza dropping. That is just the first prediction right there, and the most likely one just based off the new content we just got in the Zenkai and the Platinum equips. So let's go into the second set here. We did actually, I keep closing this times, but we're getting the return of 3 Gogeta banners. So, as you guys know already, there has not been one celebration or one anniversary celebration without the release of a Fusion Warrior character, and at that, a Super Vegito character specifically. I just thought I would mention those two things. We are getting the return of not only the first Super Gogeta Ultra, the Gogeta Blue Ultra, and the Gogeta 4 Ultra, so triple Gogetas. What does this mean? Typically, they release a lot of returning banners, and this might also be a theme hint to what we could be seeing for part 3. There's a couple of things that they released, you know, some even more stuff that I want to get into here, but they usually drop movies, usually drop fusions. These are like some of the hype catalysts that generate the most amount of revenue for the celebration. So it's hard to believe, like if I were to compare this to the Namek Saga releases, no matter what, fusions are just going to generate more, and that's just a fact. So whatever way the if, ands, or buts, they're like, but we already have all the fusions. We don't have DBS Super Gogeta. So Super Saiyan Gogeta from the Broly movie, I'm thinking they could do some sort of dual thing like this where we get a new DBS Premium Ultra Broly versus DBS Super Saiyan Gogeta. That is my second guess right now. Those are 2 Ultras we currently do not have in the game. Broly obviously is underrepresented quite a bit. All the Brolys in the game are not only bad, but the DBS form as well only has the LF variants. It would fit in the theme of the powerful opponents. Even the Frieza Zenkai, it's a PO character, whatnot, maybe. You know, the equipment, all that stuff could be perceived as a curveball. Legends does like to do that, release a couple of things to keep us guessing, and I prefer that. No spoilers. This is what tainted the part 1 personally for me. But if you guys take a look at the current Ultra banners we do have and we have been receiving, they have all been powerful opponent releases. So we got Turles, we got Cell, and I believe there was other ones. Don't remember who they were, but the latest ones are Turles, Cell, so PO characters, and then we're getting returning Fusion Warriors. So these 2 tags specifically, Fusion Heroes, and then powerful opponent villains. Gogeta, Broly, Part 2, Ultras. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. I want to see all your comments. So obviously, if you guys have already commented, feel free to comment again. Third and final prediction here. You know, obviously, they could do the game originals thing too, but Daima. So we just got a Daima pickup banner. I know this is like, yo, they just want to take your CCs and whatnot, but dude, Daima just finished this year. It's the newest hype anime. The Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we got the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, we got a whole lot of other cast members. Obviously the team is very powerful, and it's kind of died down about now, so they did drop the banners for people to pick up, but it only makes sense. Why would they give us a pickup banner if they could be to build up our team in preparation for the first set of Daima Ultras? I've been saying the same thematics here: hero versus villain, powerful opponents, Goku character. Potentially, we could get a mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Goma. Both Ultra characters, let me know. Would you be hyped for that? I'm seeing a lot of people not hyped solely from the fact of how toxic and, you know, PTSD you probably have and still have from this team. You may even deem this team as a top comp still, and there's a version variants of it that are going to perform very well, but it's definitely been dumbed down just a little bit here with a lot of other, you know, reps, Saiyan Saga, some Saiyan variants doing and performing a lot better than what we're seeing right now. Overlooking, and that can sell quite a bit without even being a fusion or a movies character. It's capitalized off the hype. The anime quite literally just ended. We got the buildup of a team and, you know, bring some of these characters. I know Toxic, Majin Du, Majin Ku, Super Saiyan 4 is nasty. give us the Ultra for this, Ultra for that. Obviously have them buff their separate tags as well. The overlappings, the Saiyans, the Sun Families, the PO, whatever other tags Goma would have. Obviously Daima, and then maybe Regen. He healed a ridiculous amount in the show, so I would obviously think he'd have some sort of regeneration tag right there. But that could also be a pretty large part 3. And, you know, considering there's going to be another massive update before the part 3. They're going to change a lot of things here. They want you to spend all your crystals. They dropped this scam event for you guys not only to spend 20,000 crystals, you're going to get some CCs back. But they know what they're doing here, man. To get these exclusive skins, the title, some CCs back, but it's not worth it, fam. They could have easily dropped this, even at the start of the part 2. It's obvious when new banners come out, it'd be ideal to spend, but to spend 1 week, no one's spending anymore. If you have these, you're a whale. 20k CCs just to pick these up right before the part 3 banners come out is insane work, nasty work. You know, it is what it is. If you guys want to collect those, feel free, but no one in their right mind. Me personally, I'm going in on the limit break, so I'm going to get some sort of reward for that. But I'm not going 20,000 crystals in for all of these here. They want you guys to be dry. 7th year anniversary, we got ground battles, we got new mechanics, you know, Daima. At the final battle, they have a arena that takes place, and a lot of the fighting is on the floor. I could see very much, you know, the ape, Super Saiyan 4 style, the animations, or anything in regards to a scene on the floor would be pinnacle. And I think this would be the best case scenario. Obviously, the fusions will be hype. Obviously, Namek Saga will be hype. But me personally, I want to see iterations for characters that don't currently exist in the game, and that's where I'm getting this hype. So I'm not too tripping about how toxic Daima was, the tag, or anything of the stuff like that. But this, if we get new characters, it'll be a first for those guys, and ultras at that. Not only will the animations be peak, but it'll be a brand new stage. They're going to bring the you know, obviously the arena stage with all the spikes, and I'm here for it personally. It's actually, I guess, one more. I don't know, I feel like this is out of the picture now. It's in the thumbnail, but it was one of my first initial thoughts. We could do one final take here, a tag that has not been buffed in quite some time. If we do take a look here, let me just go to my character selection. So character list. Why the heck not, fam? So let's go to Legends Limited, but it'd be these guys right here are the last sets on my mind. So you probably know who I'm thinking because I already have the thumbnail made. It's the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. We've had Goku and Vegeta for the part 1, the part 2, and now, given, you know, I did mention Goku Vegeta Legends Original, but, you know, I have other ideas with Namek Saga. The movies, Fusions movies tag, pretty popular. Daima could be massive with the new anime. GT, and it's obviously carried by Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. Given Vegeta does not even have a summonable Ultra, Goku, Super Saiyan 4 does not have a summonable Ultra, whether it's, don't think it'd be a tag switch, but to have separate Ultra banners. One thing I did not mention at all is I would love if the banners were revamped. Super Anniversary, if you're giving us a 2 first ever, you know, people don't have the CCs. Give us a pity system. Give us some sort of better banners, some just revamp of the Ultra banners whatsoever. But yeah, these guys right here will be my final pick. Goku and Vegeta in their primal forms from GT. You know, just make them some great buffs, and you could restart the GT buffs again. That's what they did last year with Gogeta 4. It's a stretch right now because it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but just throwing it out there, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta will have 3 forms of Goku and Vegeta throughout this anniversary. It would just fit well. I know a lot of people would go crazy for this personally, and I think I would too. Just gonna be 100% with y'all, but let me know what you guys think with my 4 picks. I had 3, but forgot about the 4s. They could give them maybe a unique Super Saiyan 4 tag. I've mentioned this one time in the past. If they do continuously buff Daima with Super Saiyan 4 Goku again, the Mini Ku, the other Daima, these guys, Gogeta 4, just give buffs to the Super Saiyan 4 tag. Imagine having a Z ability / team of Super Saiyan 4 tag party members. Buffs with a full Super Saiyan 4 party. That would be gnarly. Doesn't exist yet. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the very next one. Stay frosty, kings and queens. Peace out.